Why hello there, and so here I have yet another video of how to install vCenter 8 on ESXi. It seems like every few years I need to do this, so let's do it again. At any rate, I've copied the file from my iMac, my Mac OS computer to this one using SCP. So the command I used was not that one, it was this one here. So I copied the file and there it is. So now we have to mount this file to gain access to the files inside the ISO. That's how VMware does it. I'm not sure why, but that's how they do it. They could have an OVA file, but nope, they have to do it this way. So let's do it their way. We have no other choice. So I want to go to the administrator account here and find that file and mount it. Let's see how we mount this thing here. Mount it. There it is. Poof. Okay, and once that mounts, I want to go here. I want to go here and run the installer. So here we go. And I don't have much space on this Windows 2019 computer. I set this 2019 computer up really only to do this install, and that was it. Anyway, it's still working years later, so that's fine. Okay, what does this mean? Has been deprecated. Really? Does that mean I don't have to do this anymore? Let's see what it says, if I can even read it. Okay, I can't read it like that because why? Because this thing has a horrible browser on it. Okay, let's kill it. Cancel that. Let's see. Okay, install again. Okay, copy link location, copy it. No, I can't even copy it. Okay, let's try this. Come on. Windows makes it hard. Okay, it's been deprecated. I want to find out why it's deprecated. Okay, there's the link right there. Copy it. Let's bring up a different browser on my Mac here and try it that way. Hopefully I can cut and paste between these. I think I can. Yep, there it is. Okay, what does it mean it's deprecated? Deprecation. Okay, I don't care about this at all. Doesn't affect us. Okay, let's move on from this and go. Okay, next. Next. Okay, vCenter server. I think it's vCenter jeffreyfull.com. Oh, the ESXi host. Okay, ESXi01. This is internal on my network. Let's make sure it's alive, or at least it's around. Uh, ESXi01 should ping. Ping is not going to work at all on this thing. Okay, so that is correct. That's my ESXi server that I'm on. So that is correct. Username, okay, root, and the password. There we go. On we go. Cert warning, go ahead. Okay, Vcenter server, set root password. Okay, not enough requirements. That one works. All right, go ahead. Problem occurred. Set root problem occurred. The same name exists in target. Interesting. So that must exist in my target. Let's go like this. Next. So I must have an old one still there. Let's make this one work. Okay, data store, fine. Thin disk mode. Do I care about thin disk? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, the network, IP, static, FQTN. I think I can use vserver. That's what I used last time, I thought. Vcenter, jeffreyfall.com doesn't work because I didn't say ping. Okay, so that's where it's going to be, which is fine. Okay, and it's 192.168.1.40. And I'm going to put in 255.0 for this default gateway. That'll work. DNS servers. I guess I could use my home gateway. Okay, common ports 80. And what else? That's it. All right, here it goes. And is it going to work? This thing blows up a lot, so let's see what happens. This might take a while. I probably haven't done this in how long? At least it's been almost 2 years. I had a demo where we were making a homemade product that worked a bit like vRealize, where we would use Docker to put together an image and then install that image in a demand environment. So I was installing Ubuntu, I was installing Red Hat, and I was installing 2019 server, Windows 2019 server on demand. I think I still have the code for that around. And while this is working, I guess we can go through the code that I've been curating for the last number of years. And I tend to use Eclipse for many things and program in Python these days. So I'm going to take a look here and see what is interesting. Automate new VM might be it. Let's see. What do we have in here? Automate new VM Python. What's in here? That's not what I want. This is stuff that I was porting to Python. Okay, automation cop isn't it. I don't think. It's been a while. Call back, cohesity, remedy incident, CSV download, stock stuff, delete module for NVIDIA, delete module simulator, DFA state machine, Dynatrace test application, email extract addresses from recruiters, end of data, check mounts, Flask decoder, go test, IBM Cloud, an interview I had, IP bot. Okay, I am looking for something interesting here. And I don't see it. All right, so I might not have retained that software in my, at least in this repository. It looks like it's still working away here. So I was working on a program to pull down stock data recently from Yahoo because that program I had working was not working. So let's take a look at that. Stocks info Yahoo fixed. So I found they had some troubles with pandas on here. A few things got changed, and what I really want to do is be able to get all this stock stuff off of Yahoo. And so this is some code. This isn't Y Finance, it's something else somebody wrote, and it, of course, doesn't work. So I went through all these functions above, and the ones that aren't commented out are working. So we can do things like that. And all these are working. So yeah, I guess a lot of it's working. And I want to then pull this stuff out and make it into JSON. So there's Apple symbol right there. And if I run this program, just ran it and didn't do anything. Let's see, why is it not working? Did I have it turned off? No, it's doing something. It's thinking about something. Doesn't look like it's working too well. Let's see, what else can we do here? I probably have an exit 0 in this thing somewhere. How's our install doing on Vcenter? Well, it's still chugging along there. Powering it on. That's a good sign. Let's look for exit 0. I tend to use exit 0 a lot to debug code to stop the execution in Python. Exit 0. Find it. Okay, there's one right there. Get financials ticker and it stops. Get that out of there. Exit 0 here. Looks like I was debugging all this stuff here. This is always kind of messy to scrape the web and debug stuff using Python. It's really messy. Another one there. And do a find. I got these all over the place. I kind of shelved this program for a while because I'm too busy prepping for interviews and things. But anyway, let's run it now and see if it'll go. And so yeah, I'm putting out some JSON looking dictionary there, but it's crapping out. So what did I have it doing here? I want to show you something that works. I was probably debugging that. Okay, so I'm doing a get all info apple. Here's get all info, and it's going to do that, that, that. This probably doesn't work, so we'll take that out. And print. Okay, that stuff should work. Let's see if it works. Go. Okay, so yeah, this is chugging away here. So I can get information now from Yahoo about stocks. And for some reason I can't scroll up here. Let's see. Nope, I can't scroll up. So something got jammed here on Eclipse. But I do get some stuff back. So that's a project for another day. Well, we're still going here. So this Vcenter takes a long time. Let's see what happened on this program with stocks here. Okay, so the last one doesn't work out too well, and I wonder which one this is. Okay, so maybe it was this get the company officers. Let's comment that out. Run it again. Well, that looks promising. And it blows up on that. So who's blowing us up here? Is it this one? Clunk, clunk, clunk. Okay, no, that's not working either. Anyway, one of these is deprecating me. Okay, I guess I can click here and find it. Okay, fixed line 385. Line 385 is this function here. Okay, so it's not parsing that. Which one's calling it? Parse. Get company officers is crapping out, so let's get that gone. And try it again. Okay, and which one's working? Not working now. Get earnings is not working either. Try it again. And, well, that's all we got. So it doesn't look like too much is working too well. And so what I would do then is go through this stuff and split it and parse it out and return what I want uh, in a JSON format. So that's what I've been doing here. It just takes a lot of time because we're scraping off Yahoo, as you can see. There was a Y-Finance module that worked, but it's not been maintained. Okay, so we're 93% done with our Vcenter. Let's keep on going here. What else can I show you? I wrote a clock for a friend that will sound out Morse code. Let's see if that still works. There's the clock. There's the Morse code. I wonder if it works. Send time in Morse. Let's see what it does. No module name, PSINE. Copy that. So I'm not supposed to do this, but I should have a virtual machine here, or VM, a virtual environment running, but I don't have that. I just don't do it that way around here. So this is going in. I'm not sure why it's missing. Maybe I changed Python versions or something. I got erased. Okay, it looks like, yeah, well, they're telling me this, which is true. Okay, so let's see if this will work now. Yeah. Okay, it sent 1947, and 1947 is indeed 7:47 p.m. So it sent the time in Morse code, which my friend wanted. So that works. What else do we have in here? How are we doing on our install? Whoa. So that's not a good sign. I'm not sure why it would, unless it crashed. So I could be overloading my humble server here. Let's see what's going on here. Root. Maybe this thing is overloaded. I definitely need a bigger ESXi server here. Let's see what's going on here. It's probably killing itself. Well, CPU's not so bad. Memory's not so much free. Server 2019 is running, so I'm not sure why it's crapped out. Okay, well, it came back. That's a good thing. So we're still deploying this thing. What else can I show you in my code base here? I did write a stock program to basically scan the market, StocksDB, and where is it here? That's not it. I did write an application to do this. Find rising stocks. Do I have it listed here? It should be here somewhere. Find rising stocks. Here we go. Stocks rising. I call it backwards. Let's take a look at this stuff. So the first thing I do is I load all the stocks from the database, 7 days worth, into memory. That's what this function here does. And here I'll pull from MySQL and I'll load all this stuff into memory as an object. And I got a compensate for holidays. And this was a lot to write. But anyway, there's MySQL query to pull the stuff out. And once that's done, we can look at the Flask application that runs all this stuff. And I'm trying to find that here. That's not it. That's not it. Here it is. I guess I did this twice and made a better version of it. It's not on GitHub. Okay, so here is the whole program. It's a Flask application. Let's check our installer. Okay, well, it's getting there. It's 99% done. So here's my stock program here. I import this stuff. There's all the Flask I'm doing. Here's how I calculate the pricing with the in-memory object of all the stock prices. If I do it in memory, it goes fast and there's no waiting for the database. However, it depends on how much memory I have. I've loaded like 7 days in. I haven't loaded in, a year. I can't do that. Not enough memory. So this gives you an idea of how it works. So what does this really do? So if I go here and say find rising stocks, you can see what it does. Right there's the application. This is running on AWS. Every day I pull these stocks down, and if I say what happened in this time period here, nothing happened. Nothing rose today, I guess, and stock. So this does not look like it's working too well. Volume. It rarely ever has nothing to show. So now we can say, okay, let's check 2 days of stocks. And a low start at 2, an upper limit, let's put $10, and let's put more than that. Let's put in, okay, well, 10 bucks is fine. A high of 5,000 and okay, nothing because this is too high. Let's put in a minimum amount of 1 dime up. Okay, so yeah, we can tell some stocks in the last 2 days went up. They just didn't do much. Let's check now for 3 days here and see what happens. In 3 days, there's nothing, so I can't believe the market was that steady. Sometimes when this program does this, I wonder if the program's broken or something, but well, there it is. And go back to 2 days here. You can look at the chart on this thing and take a look at it. Okay, and you can click on this and get the Yahoo ticker and see what this thing really is. Do some research on it. All right, let's go back and check our application here. And stage 1, we've done it. Okay, if you exit, continue with the server setup by logging into this management interface, Vcenter, jeffreyfull.com right there. So let's go like this and copy it. Can I do that from here? Let's see if we can get in there now. Okay, I can't seem to do that. I'm trying to paste this thing in here. Okay, Control C on this thing. And then we'll go back to here. Can do an Apple key V. There it is. Advanced. Go. Log in as root. And the password was there it is. And it's been installed. So what does this mean? Configure a new server. Click one of the links to continue setup. Upgrade. Well, I think we've already done this. Okay, maybe not. Nope, I've already done all this stuff. Configuration. Okay, I guess it's just gonna time sync mode. NTP servers. Let's do that. Okay, there's an NTP server right there. Let's grab that. Copy it. And put that there. Nope, 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 nope. That's not what I want. Okay, let's do it. Grab the IP. It might take time, Applecom, but if DNS goes down, it won't. And I probably should be using the FQDN. Okay, what does this mean? We're 24, correct? That's correct. Default gateway, okay, let's do it next. I've had so many tries with this thing in the past where I couldn't make it work right. Just wouldn't install. So I think capturing this video for people was helpful, and I actually watched my old video from 2 years ago. Okay, single sign-on domain. I think I leave that alone as I recall, administrator. And I'll put a password in here, and I think that's going to be it. The same usual password. All the password hackers are listening to my keystrokes. All the password hackers in Russia, China, and Europe, and the USA. Okay, so that is not giving me a next. vSphere local, it wants that. Okay, I think we're good. Next again. Okay, I don't want to do that. Sorry. Network details, static address, we're all done. Finish it. Pause it or stop. Okay, I don't want to pause it. Let's let it get done. Okay, we're making progress. So that's the story. I do use Amazon to run my humble little stocks website. Okay, looks like it's working there. I get in with a key. So that's how I do it. And that's real safe, isn't it? Okay, what's it going to do here? Not too much. We're pretty close to being perfect. Upgrades. I don't see any kernels coming in. Systemd. Okay, that was simple. So I could reboot this thing. You can tell that I'm not very safe with passwords on this thing. Okay. Tables, stocks, tables to EUD data. Let's see, stocks. So here's how I do this in MySQL. It really doesn't have that much. Symbol, date, exchange, open, low, high, close volume. That's about all there is to it. And sometimes I need to delete these things. Let's see here. Yeah, you can do things like that. Sometimes I have extra data in here I gotta get rid of. That's how I do it. And you can look at stocks from a certain date. They'll all come running through. Of course, this will make my Amazon CPU go up. So I'm tracking about 6,000 stocks right now. There's probably more or less. I need to update this database with the symbols from the exchanges. So that's about it. And since my system upgraded, let's see, uptime 20 days. Wow, let's reboot it. Let's reboot it and see what's going on. Okay, its kernel's pretty new. I don't think this works in Ubuntu. No, it doesn't. I'm not sure how to get my Ubuntu name on this thing. of what it's running. Anyway, it's standard stuff from Amazon. There we go. And that's that. I also run a resume site for myself. And I designed all the stuff in Flask. Let me see. There's my resume site. Stuff I do. University of Pittsburgh a long time ago. Jobs I've had. This job was cool. I got to visit lots of customers. I was a sales engineer. And Evil was kind of fun. It was a startup. Livermore Labs was a lot of fun. The NIF facility. Got to go to Santa Barbara on this job. T-Mobile. That wasn't too great. AT&T Redmond. That was so-so. FMR for storage. St. Joseph Health. Here I had a direct job at Dell for a while, but Dell got reorganized and I got knocked out of it. This was fun. Storage performance at NetApp in Boulder. A lot of fun. WebSense, I was a permanent employee here. It got bought out and flipped to ForcePoint. I lost my job, got laid off. Intuit San Diego, that was fun. Here I was working on Apple Maps team, break fix at Apple. Sunnyvale. Walmart Labs was not too fun. CodeSmart at Expeditors. That was fun. SAP, Dynatrace. I wrote a nice app for this that I have on. I have it on my GitHub. This was very short. They were decommissioning their site in Los Angeles. I helped with that. Here I hardened a lot of security at Apple using YubiKeys. Apex with Amica. I love this job. I was doing Splunk automation and Splunk type work. Experis, this job just ended, and I had this job actually in 2023. It kind of took two parts, but I suppose I better update my resume page. It's now 2023. All right, so what's going on with this thing? It is chumming along. It just takes a lot of time. What else can we go over? Whilst we're wasting time on this or using time. So I have been developing a little DevOps channel to put these videos on to sell myself to the world. I'll show you the channel. And we can look for DevOps Jeffrey Fall. And you'll see it pop up here. There it is right there. So I got a couple videos on here so far, and I will upload this video here. So I have an important interview coming up, and they use vRealize, and so I was showing how to use that. And what I want to do is take a catalog from vRealize and have that catalog ported to Harness, the Harness.io pipelining system. So that's been the goal here, to show how I can do this. I may not make it in time for the interview, but we'll see. Okay, so Vcenter is still going here, chugging along. I can show you a bit of my Flask work. So I've been using Flask for doing web development and using this thing called Bootstrap Studio. So here's Bootstrap Studio right here. And this lets me make rapid designs. It's really using like jQuery, I think. It's more novice-esque, but it's still pretty damn useful. So I recently made a when to retire calculator, which was fun. it's just a small web page, and it helps people figure out when to draw Social Security. And I did all the calculations up in the web DOM, and you can see that it has this little JavaScript file here, and it doesn't really do that much, but I process all this stuff in the app itself, so there's no server calls. Once this thing is loaded, it just works, and that's kind of nice. So that's how that works. And let me close the app and restart it. Okay, we're at 78% here. JeffreyFall.com. This is my stock site that I showed you before to find rising stocks. And there's basically the web front end for this. And so this is really a JavaScript centric site that will work off of JavaScript, and it's more or less jQuery based. So we can take a look at some of the jQuery here of how this thing goes. So I'm looking at clicks here, and when certain things change, I will simply render and update the elements. So it's kind of cool. It took me a while to get this working right. Probably a month of pretty hard work. But I liked how it turned out. Nobody really uses it, but hey, that's not my problem. It works. And sometimes it's fun to see who's trying to hack my site too. So that's all that. You can see this has just a lot of JavaScript going to all the different fields. So in, boy, that's a lot of code. So in this setting, you can basically click on elements here and see what they are. So the way Bootstrap Studio works, it pretty much builds everything from HTML down and has these HTML elements you can use. Div, row, div. And so this finally goes down to the button, and there's the ID for the button right there. And then we can reference the stuff in our JavaScript code with a pound sign and all that. And I'm using all jQuery here, so there's my jQuery. Okay, and I have to include jQuery over here. It's nagging me about update, so let's do that. Let's see if we can get an update in this thing here. I think it'll install it automatically. Do a help, check for updates. Okay, update is ready to install. When I close the app, it'll install it. So let's close the app. Okay, so we're still here. We're 94% installed with Vcenter server. Let's restart our app here. Looks like Vcenter is about done. And upgraded 650. See all the features. What did they change here? AI assistant. Oh, that's fun. Editor design, test pages, power of ChatGPT. Well, that could be tried, right? Computed panel, improved. Container support. Drag and drop folders. Wow. Okay, well, Bootstrap Studio updated. Google Fonts. Anyway, I like this program a lot. I think it's made somewhere in Europe, but it seems like a great, great program. All right, how are we doing on Vcenter? Okay, it looks like I'm upgraded. Close it. Can I close it? Looks like I can't close. Let's go like that. Okay, stage 2 is complete. So, looks like I can do the getting started page in Vcenter. Copy the link address. No, just copy the link. Let's do a close on this, and I'm thinking we're done. Let's see. There's Vcenter server. Proceed to Vcenter. Okay, launch vSphere client. Yep, that's what I want to do. It's been a while. It's been a few years. Okay, and do I need that .local on there? Administrator. Okay, I'm called what? Administrator. Administrator, I think. I don't think this will work like this though. I think I gotta put domain local or something. Okay, let's see if it'll go. This is where things can get bunged up. .local. Nope, 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 nope. That's not gonna work. So I'm not quite sure what I called myself here. .local. Let's see. Vcenter. Okay, yeah. Okay, at vSphere local. Let's try that. Administrator at. Let's give that a whirl. Come on. Oh, there we go. All right, so we're up finally. It's slow as a dog. New and expired licenses. Okay, well, I'm sure they're expiring. This is a trial. Anyway, our vCenter is up, so now we can try to put this into vRealize and try and get some catalogs running. That's why I did this. So that concludes my vCenter install video. Now I want to integrate this with vRealize, and then I want to transport the catalogs to harness.io. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Yours in DevOps. This is Jeffrey.